course, probably it's true, but Satan does not have any power over you. You are the one that owns the power. You owns everything, so you must be able to conquer. Never think that Satan is pursuing me. Of course, Satan pursues, but you must be able to say, stand still, and you will see the salvation of the Lord. Stand still. You must be strong. You must stand still and fight Satan. Satan have no power over you except the one you gave him. Never absorb that fear of belief that Satan is more than you or is ahead of you. You can never be. Satan is never ahead of you or more than you. So the next one I have here is number 11. You never came to earth to. Okay, number 12. There are two kind of madness: physical and spiritual. Wow. Of course, many people will never believe this, but it's true. There are two kind of madness. Have you seen someone whereby he just mad suddenly without taking drugs or alcohol or taking anything? It's possible. Have you seen someone just get out of car or is getting mad 2 months in, 2 months out? That's of course spiritual madness. It's not just physical, it's spiritual. But have you seen someone whereby he take drugs or maybe take drugs and unfortunately he got mad? That's maybe psychiatric can work on that, and of course God can also work, but that's the physical. But the spiritual one is beyond. Have you seen someone that confess maybe it's an evil person and he confessed and suddenly he just went mad? That's the spiritual part of the madness. So physically, of course, God can heal the both, but physically, it's only the physical one, doctor can only deal with that, but the spiritual one, doctor has nothing to do. That's why there are some people whereby maybe doctor have tried, they will say, no, this is village people, this is, so they will carry the person back home. So that's it. The next one I have here is the worst imprisonment that someone gets into is spiritual or mental imprisonment. Hey, the worst imprisonment someone can put himself is mental or spiritual. Mental or spiritual. That's one of. For example, in the Bible, there is a story about the children of Israel when God brought them out of Egypt to Israel. When they were in the wilderness, they were complaining to Moses that, oh, this, oh, that. Their mindset was still back in Egypt. But they were in the wilderness trying to transcend to the promised land. But they were still thinking backward. So suddenly God just said, no, these people are not going anywhere. God allowed them to give birth. It was their descendants, Joseph and Caleb, that now went to the other side. So it is not really your freedom. It's not really about the body, physical body. Of course it is, but freedom is all about the mental, the spiritual. When you are free from that mental prison, you are free forever. But even though you are free physically, without free mentally, my brother, you will still go back to that same habit or fear or mindset. So the next quote here is it is the depth of your service that determines how great you become. You see, it is the depth of your service that determines how great you are. Any great man today is a servant. He serves. People think it's only a servant that is slave. No. Dangote today is serving Smith. Masugabe today is serving Facebook. Too many of them. Even Bill Gates is serving Microsoft. Countless. Elon Musk today is serving Tesla. So you must serve, my brother. You must serve. Service. The length of your service is the length of your weight, of your growth. So you must be able to serve. As you serve, your weight will also be growing. The next I have here is the beginning of wealth is not physical acquisition, but becoming wealthy inwardly. The beginning of wealth is not physical acquisition, but becoming wealthy inwardly. Through your mind, your philosophy, your idea. Because you can never grow beyond your mind. So is inwardly within